Hello, hello, hello. Welcome to my channel, Planner Sentiments. I'm Danielle, and today I'm super excited to be doing a journal entry. I know a lot of you guys who come from TikTok and view my Instagram reels. I've been asking for a more slowed down version of how I do my journal entries, so I'm super excited to be doing that for you guys today, especially since I finished a book that I absolutely loved. So I just finished The Mask of Mirrors by M.A. Carrick, and I had a fantastic time. As usual, everything that I'm using in this video will be in the description bar, so from the tech that I'm using to the digital reading journal, any stickers that I use, I'll have it in the description in case you're interested and where you can find them. So I'm changing out the pen tip because I do have the precision tip on, but since I'm not using the screen protector, I just want to go back to the regular tip so I don't mess up my screen. The first thing I like to do when I'm filling out a journal entry is just fill out my calendar, and I like to just keep track of how long it took me to read a book. So I'm just using my highlighter tool, choosing the color that I want, and then writing the title into. I want this video to be more book review style, and then I'll just throw in a little bit of information of what I'm doing or how I'm doing if I think that it's a good tutorial to know. But I will be working on a video that is going to be a beginner's guide on Goodnotes, so look forward to that. I know a lot of you guys love the 20 plus tips of Goodnotes that everyone needs to know video. So I'm excited to do that tutorial, but I really just want to talk about the books today. If you love a fantasy with a lot of political intrigue, some cunning characters who are all basically morally gray, this is going to be the story for you. While I do highly recommend this story, I wouldn't necessarily recommend it for anyone who is new to fantasy. I'm just gonna go ahead and split the screen with Safari just so I can grab the book cover so I can put it in this month's reads, and this template is just all the books that I read this month and the star rating for it. In this story, follow multiple POVs, but mainly our FMC Ren, who is a con artist trying to work her way into a powerful, wealthy family to get as much money as she can so she and her sister can live comfortably. Only things aren't that easy. She finds out this family isn't what she expects, and she encounters others who are just as smart, cunning, and ambitious as she is. Ren, wanting to stick to her plan and be a success, needs to navigate both her personal and political intrigue. I absolutely love this story. So I gave it 4.5 out of 5 stars. It was almost a 5-star, but there was points in the story that I felt like lagged a little. It is 630 pages, at least the physical copy is. Now I'm on the hunt for some images to save to my photos so I can get an idea of the aesthetic I want from my spread. My favorite sites to use are Google, Pinterest, and Tumblr sometimes for some great fan art. I only use these images in my personal journal. I was pleasantly surprised by how much I enjoyed this book. Typically, I like more of a fast-paced story. I love me some epic battle scenes, some gruesome moments, but this isn't that sort of read. While it does have a little action sprinkled in, it's definitely not a major focal point. Even though it wasn't fast-paced, it was definitely perfectly paced. But for the most part, there were some moments when I wanted things to just move along, but otherwise, I enjoyed it. The world building was great. It's set in a Venetian-inspired world that has a gritty feel to it. I thoroughly enjoyed that aspect of it. There's dream magic, there's fortune telling, and some astrology elements. I can definitely see how the story can feel a bit convoluted, but once everything starts to unfold, I think it's really worth a little bit of a confusion. For this spread, I wanted to get a little bit more creative because I love the world building of the world so much in this story, so I wanted to start from scratch instead of just following the prompts on the reading journal. There are a lot of books where I just fill in everything in and add in a couple of pictures, but for this I wanted to take the template and create something brand new. And this is when I start using all those pictures that I collected and saved to my photos, as well as some digital stickers. I'm mostly using the journal sentiment sticker pack. I think the only thing I'm using for the July sticker pack is the star rating, which I took a 5-star digital sticker and just cropped it to make it 4.5 stars. If you have any questions about how to actually use digital stickers in your journals and planners, I do have a video up that you can go ahead and check out, and hopefully that'll help you out with any questions, and then you can let me know in the comments if you have any others that I didn't address. I know a couple of people are probably going to wonder if there's any romance in the stories, and not really, but there's some potentials I think, but it's definitely not a romantasy, so don't go into it expecting some enemies to lovers or any of that, at least not in book 1. I'm not sure for the rest of the series, but I'll let you know when I come back to the book 2. I get real lazy when it's time to add in the summary to my reading journal, so I just head over to Amazon and copy their description and then paste it into my journal, and then change up the font and the font size to make it all cohesive with my journal spread. If you've read The Mask of Mirrors, let me know in the comments what your thoughts are. Did you enjoy it? Did you dislike it? And why? In a cast full of characters who are morally gray when no one is truly good, who are you rooting for? Me personally, I was obviously rooting for Ren, but I also loved Vargo, even though he got some issues. I truly loved Vargo. But I know with the way that it ended, I'm probably gonna wind up hating him in book 2. I don't know. Let me know your thoughts. Even with all the characters being morally gray, there are still some very obvious villains, some really good antagonists that I liked, and I just didn't know what their endgame was, and I love that part of it. I love that part of the confusion. Even with that being said, there's one character that I just did not like, and for all intents and purposes, talented. She's probably the most innocent or the most pure, and that was Gianna. I don't know if I'm pronouncing her name right, but for some reason she just annoyed the crap out of me. Overall, I had a really good time, and this is one of the few times that I'm actually going straight into book 2. I ordered book 2 before I even finished book 1 because I have learned my lesson about buying entire series, not knowing if I'm going to love it or hate it. So I am buying kind of one book at a time. And now I'm just gonna go ahead and finish up the spread, and I'm gonna play a little bit of music so you can enjoy, and I'll be back.
Let me go for one day. Let me lose myself again. Give me something for the pain. Always trying to pretend that I'm not living just a lie. Broken heart and shattered lives. Let me go for one day. Let me lose myself. Oh, I knew how this would end. Oh, I knew that it would die, that we would come to this, that we would say goodbye. Someone help me see it. Someone help me free this feeling.
I really love how this spread came out, but as I was moving things around, I kept feeling like something was missing that I couldn't quite put my finger on. When doing my first round of edits, I realized I didn't include any quotes, and I absolutely love adding in my favorite quotes to my reading journal spread. I'll go in and add them later. How do you feel about the spread? Now talk to me nice, because while I could take some criticism, I am sensitive about my Now I'm gonna just head over to my bookshelf to add the book in. I love seeing an overview of all the books that I read, so I just use my shape tool to create an outline, and then I go in with my pen tool to actually color in the book, and then I just use my text boxes to add in the title and the author's name. Then I go in with my lasso tool to change up the color and then flip it in the direction of the book so it all fits in the way that I want it. I use the resize feature of the lasso tool to do that.
I wish I had the same delusion that I do when I was 2 and didn't think that I could ruin anything at all. I could never fall. I wish I had that same conviction, convinced I never needed fixing. Yeah, that girl really knew her business. Where did she go? Yeah, she thought she could do anything.
Thank you so much for tuning in. Let me know some content you'd like to see. My goal is to increase my upload frequency to once a week, and I want to ensure I'm giving you videos you actually want. If you enjoyed this video and want more digital reading journal book reviews, tutorials, and planning fun, please subscribe and give this video a thumbs up. It'll help my channel out a great deal. Okay, bye.